Look what we got in Cheezy's garage today. Sefaspe MIG 200 Pro. Their MIG 250 has been my main welder down here in Florida. Let's see how this one does. I mean, that old welder did a Toyota frame swap. A friend of my son's. He did it right on the lift there. So what comes in the box? The welder, 220 to 110 adapter, MIG welding gun, 8 feet, ground clamp, 9 feet of ground cable, stick welding stinger, looks like 9 feet for the stinger, 8 feet of power cord, and a gas hose. Also comes with a couple extra rollers. That's a 030K style, 0.6 V style. Flip side is bigger or smaller, but this is the U style. And assorted tips, which look like standard Tweako. Let's see what tip is on there. Looks like 0.8, which is an 030. Let's see what we look like inside here. You gotta face it in for the size wire on that. That's a standard roller, round I guess it would be. Seems like a nice mechanism. Looks like it'll take the 10 or 11 pound spool or less. Installation diagram. Ground polarity setup for the different types. Let's get our MIG torch assembled. Put this 11 pound spool on here. Reverse thread. Get that started into the hose there. Lock her down. Well, let's first see what it has for options on the front here. Plug her in. Power was already on. Let's see. This can do MIG, TIG, and stick at 220 volts. MIG, 100% at 155 amps, 60% at 200 amps. Not too shabby. So we are going to be using MIG with gas, 7525 Argon CO2. It's in MIG mode. There's synergy, so it automatically adjusts. I didn't like it first, but I kind of like it now. That's a spool gun. You get the optional spool gun. So it's nice you can run a spool gun because then you can run aluminum through that. Then you have your stick mode, your Lift-TIG, and back to MIG. Now material it's showing, that's Fe, which is iron, SS, which is stainless steel, flux cord, and that is aluminum MIG if you're going to run aluminum through here, which you can. So we're going to go to iron. Then the thickness of your wire, you go 23, 30, 35, and up to 40. We're going to run 30, 030, and you have on and off. So this is on and off for VRD, which is voltage reduction device. Stick. Oh yeah, there's VRD is on and off for stick welding. So it drops the voltage to reduce the chance of getting in a shock, but you could turn that off and on. So once you strike, it'll go right back to the voltage. It's 61, so you will get a tickle, but on VRD, drops it down. Try Synergic. 2T and 4T and spot weld. So 2T is hold the trigger, when you let off it stops. 4T is hit the trigger, it runs, hit the trigger again, it stops. And of course spot will run it for a certain amount of seconds. Pure CO2 would be for aluminum and stainless steel. Mix is what we're going to be running. 7525 Argon CO2 mix. Then that's your wire feed and your voltage. And then you have your post gas flow, and that doesn't do anything there. As you can see, the fan will kick on and off as needed. I like to keep these in the wire compartment. Don't hurt nothing right there. So let's get this gas hose hooked up. I guess we could shut this off now. Hook our gas up, turn it on, hooked up our hose to the regulator. It's all tightened up. So this has a 1.0 and a 0.8. 0.8 is 030. Let's feed this wire through. Put the tip on. You gotta watch, sometimes that'll push the liner out a little bit, because yes, the tip holds the liner in. There. Maybe you want to put a little more tension on this. Don't want a bird nest, so put a little more tension on here. Maybe a little bit more. Ooh, that's too much. That's probably good. Hey, what are you doing up there, Gizmo? Going kayaking? Yeah? You want to come down? No? Okay. Ground cable. We'll try MIG first. Clean up a section, see how this runs a bead. We're going to keep it in synergic mode. Oh yeah, I'll definitely crank some heat on it. Let's cut off a chunk of that and weld it to it. Tack it first. So it does weld pretty darn good, huh? Pretty good weld there. That one got a little dirty. Nice. Let's do some stick. We'll go to stick mode. Ground should be positive. Or 7018 rods we'll be using. And the stinger will be negative. Use good old Harbor Freight rods here. 1/8 inch 7018. We're not even going to clean it, because when you do stick welding it don't matter, does it? Doesn't really have too big of a groove to hold this. Yeah, it's not my favorite stinger, but let's see how it works anyway. Let's do it. Ooh, that's all the way up. Let's cut it back to about 150. Pretty good. Got a good starting arc too. Still kind of hot. I don't do much stick welding anymore, but that's not bad. I mean, this was on a flat, but not bad. Definitely a little hot for that. But that came out really good. Welds pretty good for a budget welder. That's super cheap for what you get, and it welds pretty darn good in my opinion. If you're interested, I have all the information down below, along with a discount code if they give me one for you guys. Oh yeah, that heated her up. Stick welding takes some amperage. If you're looking for something to get into welding and don't have a lot of budget money, this might be the one. Sefaspe MIG 200 Pro 7-in-1. It's got a little bit of weight to it. Decent build. A little bit more plastic than I'd like, but not too bad.
Hey, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'd love to hear what you have to say. Hit that bell if you want new notifications on new videos. Links for products used are in the description and on MotoCheez.com. Thanks for watching.